All you.
How you doing?
Good, good. You get taller? Jeez. You have to remember you got taller, right? You remember that, right? That way you don't need to have short, choppy steps anymore. Okay, keep going. All right. Okay. So you're taller now, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have to really run up there anymore. Okay.
All right.
So keep going. A couple more. Okay. So what we want to be able to do, okay, is I want you to hold the ball out here. Okay. So how many steps you take? Okay. So you start with which leg?
This leg.
Okay. So you're gonna hold it like this, right? You're gonna take your step in like this,
And drop it on your leg.
and then after this foot hits, then you're gonna drop it.
Okay.
So you're gonna go, okay, and then keep going.
Okay.
Don't run. Walk. Walk. We want you to walk. So hold it out in front of you, all the way out in front of you. There you go. Take your step and then drop it. Okay. So I want you to make sure you're 1, 2. Take your I want to make sure that your second step is long.
Okay.
Okay. Make sure all your steps are a little bit longer. Okay. And then hold the ball instead of up here. Hold the ball more down here. Okay. So you have that longer. Now I want you to, the step after that, I want you to also make it longer. Okay? Because you don't slide that much. You really don't need to, you don't need really a lot of small steps. As soon as you start taking bigger steps, as soon as you start sliding, then we'll move you back. Okay? So you want to make sure when you're here, okay, so you go 1, and then 2, 3. You actually kind of You know, everything is like short. You got to make sure you take steps, okay? Just remember you're taller, so you don't have to run. You don't have to run to get up there. Actually, scoot up a little bit more. A little more. Okay. Okay. Do it again. Okay. I want you to walk slow.
Okay.
Okay. And don't worry about getting your backswing up. Just kind of, you know, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. But make sure that you're taking steps. There you go. Now concentrate on your third step. Make sure it's longer. Okay. Make it a little bit longer. So think long, long, long slide. Long, long, long slide. Long, long, long. There you go. So we just have to get your mind out of that. So that was actually pretty good. Yes, it feels kind of weird, but we have to get that stutter step out. So remember, long, long, long slide. There you go. Yeah. See, when you're smaller, you have to really kind of run up there, and so a lot of times you'll develop that little stutter step. But now that you're taller, now you can actually cover that area just by making your steps. So. There you go. Very good. Very good. Okay, one more. Okay, so you got the idea of that, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to work on, don't worry about your ball. So I want you to stand here, okay? So see how your hips are here, okay? So don't worry about, just go. I want you to step in front, have that your foot pointing that way. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then, nope, see, it's on the ground. So let's do that again. So make sure your hips are pointed. Your feet are like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now we're gonna scoot back a little bit. We'll take bigger steps. Okay. 1, 1, 2, slide. Okay. So I want you to see if you can. You don't have to worry about sliding, but don't go like this. Just kind of get lazy and just kind of drag your foot. Yeah. When on that last step, instead of stepping this way, just kind of get lazy and okay. So now ready? Okay. Now you gotta start with this leg. Okay. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Okay, like that. So this time we're gonna do it a little different. We're gonna go here and see how my head is over top here. Okay, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, get your foot on the floor. So this is what you do. You take this and you just, yeah, you just kind of keep the toe right there, yeah, and just kind of draw a line like this. Okay. So it's gonna be like this. Okay. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Big steps. Yeah. Really, really get into it, okay? Really kind of get that knee bent and get yourself balanced. So this knee get tucked in right in here. Yeah. Okay. So that's the finish position that you want to really get into. Okay. So you want to try it with a bowling ball? Okay. If you need to, stand up a bit and then work your way back. Okay. So after you throw the ball, make sure that this leg is down on the ground. Okay. Even if you don't do it at first, after you get used to it, it's going to start. It'll stay up here, then it'll start going down and down. So even if you throw the ball and it's up in the air, just go ahead and put it down. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Because it's what you're doing is you're taking your body and forcing it into the position that you want. So at first it's going to feel really awkward. You can probably throw a lot of gutters, but what happens is if you force yourself in there, eventually it becomes natural. And so instead of going like this, then you'll start doing. It'll be a little smoother, a little smoother. Okay, go ahead and stand more in the middle. Okay. Go ahead and scoot further up. It's okay. Just make sure, even if it comes up, just go ahead and put it down.
Okay.
Because what's going to happen is eventually that's going to become natural. Okay. Let's try that one more time. Just make sure you have big step, long steps. Well, we're going to bring it all together in a second. Okay. Okay. That's not too bad. How does it feel?
A little bit different, but it feels better.
Okay. So now we're going to work on your finish position. Okay. So grab your ball. Okay, so what I want you to do, get yourself set here. Open up your hips, okay? And then when you hold the ball here, what I want you to do, let the ball swing here. When it swings here, I want you to see how much shoulder is. And then I want you to step, okay? And let the ball come here. Keep your hand out in front and just let the ball go, okay? And don't try to throw it. Just let the ball roll off your hand. So it's going to be don't worry about getting the ball down lane. There you go. Don't take a step. You just letting the ball here, and then okay. So you're here, hips open, here, right, and then right. So you just got to get used to the motion, okay? Okay, right. Very good. Just like that. And also, it gives you time to practice getting you into that finish position where this leg is back and on the ground, okay? Remember, open your shoulders. This is where it all starts. So even if you don't keep your leg down, put your foot down, okay? So you throw the ball, then you put yourself in the position that you want to be in, okay? And believe it or not, your body's going to remember it. So even if you throw the ball and all of a sudden you're like this, then just take yourself, position yourself, you know, where you want to finish up, okay? So right now you're training your body to get into its finish position. Even if you're not able to do it all at all, if you keep on putting yourself in that position, your body is going to remember that. Very good. Remember, put that foot down. You got to put that foot down. Yep. There you go. So trying to do everything at once, it's not easy. So that's why what you try to do is you take pieces and you work on the pieces. Okay. Even if you're working on something, then you move to something else. Even if you don't do this exactly right, it's okay, because now you're focusing on something else. Okay. And then eventually everything will start to come together. It may not feel like it now, but it may take time, but just doing it, it's going to. So now we're going to work on how you release it. Okay. So this is what I want you to do. So get yourself set here. Okay. Hand in front, thumb down. Okay. Thumb down. This one down. Yeah, there you go. So what you want to do is you come in here and you're not going to turn it. You're just going to just remember, don't turn it this way. You're just taking it and you're pushing your thumb that way. Okay. So you're going to this is where you're going to turn the ball from here to here. That's where you're going to really rotate it. So when you get it in fast motion, it's going to look like this. It's going to look like this. Okay? You're just going to keep your shoulder forward. Curl your thumb, your pinky. Okay? There you go. So it's going to turn slow now, but then it's going to get faster and faster. Okay? Just remember here. Right? You see how it's starting to do that? So it'll be slow first until you get used to it, then it'll go faster and faster and faster. Very good. So let's get this on tape. So what you'll find, you don't want to do this. You're going to be just more of this. Okay. That's how a lot of these kids are really power through. They're actually doing. Okay. They're not doing this. Okay. Let's do that one more time. So see your head is right there? So right now your head is over what they call your swing plane. So what happens is if you're leaned over that way, the ball can swing without your body getting in the way. Where a lot of times you're straight up and down, your body gets in the way. This way right here, you're out of the way. Okay? And just make sure that you don't stop it. You want to at least, let it go a little bit longer. So this time do the same thing, but this time after you let the ball go, I want you let that follow through come straight up.
Okay.
See, we've been waiting for you to grow so we can do this stuff. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. And also, the big thing is you want to make sure that your movements aren't too quick. Okay, you don't want to sit there and just jam on it. The smoother you are, so to throw it, I don't want to sit here and go. I want to go here and just nice and smooth. Okay. Okay. There you go. Perfect. Just like that. It's a lot easier to learn it if you just break it into steps. Okay. Very good. Very good. So as you work on it, make sure that you do this less and less, okay? It's really, what happens is you just do this, and because the ball is weighted this way, it'll pull your hand this way. So you're really doing this, and then the ball is going to turn your hand like that. Okay, this time we're going to stand up here. You're going to take 4 steps. Make sure that you open up your, okay? So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Really small steps. I know it feels really silly. It feels silly, but and you want to make sure everything stays nice and smooth. Okay? Okay? Just got to make sure you do that. There you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out small, and then we're going to start to move back. And so you take bigger and bigger steps. But make sure that when you're stepping, make sure there's always at least a little bit, you're not doing this. Okay? You want to make sure you're stepping. So stand just a little bit further back. Okay? Okay? Just like that. Okay. Go ahead and move a little bit further that way. Stand one dot to the left Stand about 25. Okay. Oh. Yep. Nice and easy. There you go. So try to do that again. The good thing is you can see how that ball is actually spinning up. Yeah. You leaving? Okay. See ya. Good job today.
I try.
I will see you tomorrow. Remember, don't try to throw it. Just nice and easy. Just roll it. See, that's the biggest thing you're going to have to get used to. You're going to have to get used to just kind of rolling the ball. Just remember, it's this, not... You can go ahead and start moving back. You can go ahead and start moving back. Go ahead and stand in the middle dot. Okay. Aim for like the second arrow. So take this big of a step back. See, so now the ball is going left or right. Isn't that cool, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and take another half step back. Okay. See, that's the direction we want the ball to go. We want to make sure the ball goes this way and make sure you're not throwing it too hard so the ball has a chance to get back. Remember, don't throw it down lane. If anything, when you throw it, you're going to throw it off your hand here, and you're going to put it right about here. So it's like this. Okay. If you do it too far out, what happens is, so hook is it's a ratio. So it's ball speed and you have rotation. So you need this number to go higher, this number to stay relatively low. Okay. If you throw it out there, this number goes down. So now the ball's not going to hook. So you want to make sure that you can get off your hand here so you can actually get your hand to really rotate the ball. So this number will stay low. This is going to get bigger. Okay? There you go. Very good. Okay. Remember, after you throw the ball, put your foot down. Okay? And if you have to reposition yourself so you can keep your balance, after you throw the ball, then go ahead and get yourself in a nice balanced position and make sure you get down so you can remember what it's supposed to feel like. That's good. There we go. Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about. There we go. That's good. I like that. Oh yeah. Yeah. I agree. See, now the ball is taking the path that it's supposed to, where sometimes your ball path is kind of, it was just like this, over here, just kind of pointing it in. Now it's actually going away from the pocket and actually making its way in. It's okay. So also remind yourself to start taking a longer third step. You're not going to be able to do it right away. But if you keep on reminding yourself to take that longer step, then it's gonna eventually happen. Okay, go ahead and push the reset. We'll shoot some spares after we get all this. Okay. It's okay. What I do like about that last one, look at your I want you to look at your left arm. So now your body's starting to open up. Your shoulders are opening up, which it didn't before. It used to be like this. Now it's out there in front of you. Okay. And the good thing is, when the ball comes through, that left shoulder's not jamming back this way. Okay. Not as much as it was before. Okay. Just remember, when you release the ball, your shoulders have to be at least like this. Okay. You don't want them to be like this. You want them to be more like this. All right. So I want you to take. I think this is going to be the final place where you're going to stand. So where were you standing? Actually, that's a good spot there. So just on your third step, tell yourself third step, long, okay, long. Believe it or not, that third step actually went right here, if you look. So here's the that's called your pivot step. So you want your pivot step to at least be a little bit in front of the left leg. Okay. That way you can really once you get used to sliding, slide into it. But this is about this much longer than it normally is. So perfect. Just remember though, you don't want to take that shoulder and throw it forward. All right. Don't forget to post a picture. Okay. So I want you to look at this, okay? And then we're gonna look at you may want to look at this. So this is what you're looking at now, right? And I'm gonna show you what you were looking like at the beginning. So you look at that. Okay. But just remember, once you throw the ball, get yourself in the position that you want to be in. Where this one you're kind of running up there. You're used to it. You actually threw that one pretty good. But what you're going to see, your roll's going to change. Instead of being this, it's going to be more of that. So if we go back to the other one, even though it didn't get in the pocket, it's starting to take shape. Okay. So instead of running the whole time, you're actually, and that pivot step is actually past, where before it was more like this. Step and then it was still behind. Now it's here. We don't really want it to go any further than that because we want to be able to eventually teach how to slide, and that pivot step is perfect where you can actually push into it. Okay? Do that again. So just remember, at first your ball's probably not going to hook as much as you're used to. Though if you actually got further right, that ball's going to hook. Because right now that's right in the middle. Here, if you don't get the ball outside, the ball's just going to sit. If you actually got your feet a little bit to the right, and actually hit like, second arrow, because that's like in between the third and fourth probably. No, it's a little bit further out, but we just have to hit some friction first.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I have a 15-pound ball out in the car.
Okay.
All right, so move. Where you standing? 20? Oh no, you stand 25, right?
Yeah.
Stand about 22 and try to hit the second arrow. Don't throw it out there. Remember, right there. Remember, the less you do, the more the ball is going to hook for you. So when you throw it out there, you're losing rotation. You got to get it right up in here. Okay? So you see how the difference, how that one rolls?
Yeah.
I actually thought that was going to be flush, but that thing hooked more than I thought it would.
I've never seen that left over. I've never seen that before.
That's funny.
The 7 pin and what is it?
Yeah, that is bizarre.
Well, no, the pin sliding.
Look, it slid. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny. But you can see how it's. So it's more like this than what you usually do. So that's why the ball is going to hook more, because it's the equivalent of like when the back end of your car hits some ice. So then the back end of your car is going to skid that way, but as soon as it gets off the ice onto the gravel, it's going to shoot the car forward. So through the front part of the lane, that's like it's on ice, so it's rotating towards the pocket. When it hits the dry boards, it actually throws itself to the.
Okay.
So what you're not used to seeing is this, and then it snapping. What you're used to is this. You know, like a really round shape. This has got more motion to it on the back. Okay, let's do it again. So throw it just like that. Huh? You're gonna shoot some spares after this though, because things are gonna change now. You're gonna throw some gutters. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. As you make changes, you're gonna throw gutters. That's not the fun part. Just remember, you're working towards a goal. Remember, don't throw the ball hard. Let the ball roll. Okay. So every ball that you throw, we could find something wrong with it. Okay. Almost any ball, even when you're bowling good, there's going to be something that's not perfect. Okay. But what we concentrate on is what you're doing right. Okay. Is it going in the direction we want it to go? It went a little bit too far right. You kind of threw it out there in front of you, but your steps were good. You're not running up there. There's less of a hop. Okay. So go ahead. Let's do that again. Let's remember, nice and smooth. That was pretty good. And here's why. So that one stayed inside longer. So it's going to hook later down lane. So it's going to give the appearance that it's actually hooking less, but it's just hooking further down lane. Because the ball never gets up to the friction. So the ball travels further down lane before it actually starts to hook. Okay, let's do it again. So whatever you leave, we're going to shoot at. Okay, so go ahead and shoot at this one. Okay. That probably would have been a decent strike ball. Okay. Now, strike ball. Try to get a strike. Yeah. Remember, let it roll though. Let it roll. Oh, he's so close. So close. I actually thought it was going to get out to the friction. It almost did. That's a pretty good shot. I'm going to make sure we're going to mark that. Like that one. Just remember that. Make sure that fourth step is long. I mean, that was decent, but Could be a little bit longer.
Okay.
Actually, if he had a ball that's slightly more aggressive, that would have come back.
What's that?
If we had a ball that was slightly more aggressive, that probably would have come back. That was pretty good. There you go. See, now we're starting to see more what they call shot shape. So it's starting to have more shape to the back end. Okay? We're going to get a strike. I feel it. You're going to get one. Remember, the less you do, the more it's going to do for you. Man, you are so close. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you hit the pocket on this, it's spare. We know. That's a good third step, though. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, whoa, roll, roll, roll. Oh, I should have said it the whole. That was my fault. Oh, you get to shoot at a split, though. Oh, you're killing me. I forgot it's on second ball. Okay, you don't have to shoot at a split.
Yay.
I didn't like that one. Yeah, you get raspberries for that one. You get Mr. Yuck on that one. Oh man, I should be embarrassed that I remember that. That was very good. I'm marking that one. That was a good one. See, the good thing is you're patient. Usually you're stepping and you're pulling down at the same time. But you're getting that foot out in front of you, and then the ball is still right there. See how the ball is rotating a little bit more? Because realistically what you want is when the ball is to the top of a swing, you want your foot to be going forward and down. When you start to slide, it's really getting your slide leg on the ground. But since you don't slide, we can just say you're stepping forward. That was probably the most promising approach yet. Oh,
So close.
I thought that was gonna be.
So close.
I thought that was so
I can see
gonna.
it turning.
I know. I just thought that was. It's either a little bit too much or out a little bit too much. Oh, I feel one coming. It's coming. The good thing is you can see the ball snapping right there on the back. All right, can he pick this up? Oh, wow. Really?
I heard that talk.
Gotta get left of that pitch.
Why can't you do that first ball? Look, let's go! Are you allergic to strikes? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
No? Okay. I'm just curious. You're not scared, are you? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Ah. Your backswing is actually getting higher.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing. Really good thing. That means that you can get your ball speed up without trying. Huh. On your spares, you're close to everything you're shooting at. I don't think I'm used to that. Just on your strike ball, it's kind of. Oh wow! Roll, roll, roll! Yeah, there we go.
Finally. Finally.
So the good thing, look where your head is. See how it stays on the right side of your hip?
Yeah.
That's perfect. Because what that does, it allows you to get more what they call leverage.
Finally.
Yeah, let's get a couple more.
All right.
That way your dad doesn't have to sit here all day.
I got all the time in the world.
How come I'm not buying that? Roll, roll, roll.
Oh, 2 in a row.
There you go.
Wasn't a
And
perfect strike though.
yeah, but it's hooking. Do you see that one hook?
Yeah,
What?
that hooked really good.
What?
I've never seen you hook that good, ever.
Never.
Ball on channel 6.
Never
ball
ever.
on channel 6.
All right, come on, let's get a good one. We want a
You're
really
like
good
your
one.
old man now.
That's right.
Pretty soon you'll be beating my butt.
Well, it's inevitable. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, come
That was a
on.
strike. I'm sorry. That was
Ah,
Dang, that hooked really well.
that was a no tap strike.
that was. Keep going. We're going to get one, a good one, a really good one. Though that was probably your best shot so far. Think you'll be able to pick this up?
Oh, you just missed it.
Just remember, your ball's going to hook more.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to get the ball to hook, isn't it?
That was a crappy strike.
Yeah. That was a crappy
That was
strike.
crappy.
That was crappy.
You threw that. You see how you threw that one out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I should make a category for trashy strike. It'll be TS for trashy strike. Ah.
Didn't go out.
Yeah, 'cause I don't know. You really wanted to throw that one out there, huh? See how
I
that?
feel like you had too many steps on
Yeah.
Did you?
it. Like 5 steps.
No, it was 4, but he had that stutter step.
Yeah.
That's why it looked like an extra step. Remember, third step is long. Third step is long. And you don't run up there.
Want to get in the ball raffle? Last call to death, please.
What?
It probably would be easier. So instead of, so what your dad's talking about, see this, you've got to kind of step over. Where if you, instead of doing this, make this one go forward and this one more like that, it'll be a little bit easier. Yeah.
A little bit.
Just remember, you don't want to throw it out there. Because even if you throw it well, you're not going to get the ball to read. Because remember, that top number is going to go down if you release it late. Oh, well.
That felt better.
Looks a lot better. So change it. So instead of behind, just kind of bring it out one board and then that way it's, so I have a board in between. So I have my heel like that. Okay. That way I can just go straight into it. That was awful. Remember, don't run. Gotta walk. Gotta walk. You're picking up almost all your spares. I said you're picking up almost all your spares.
Yeah, but not right. Yeah.
No, but that's, we don't really need to work on your spares. What you have to do is get as comfortable on your strike shot as you do on your spares.
And then we don't have to do spares. Then you don't have to do spares.
So remember, think like you do on your spares.
All right.
Yeah, roll the ball. That was pretty good.
It literally like,
So we're going to try something just a little bit different, okay? So instead of, right now you're pushing the ball up here. Try to push it more here. Yeah. You're doing very well.
Deadwood on 10, Deadwood on 10.
It's okay. Just remember, you don't let the ball get there. That approach though looked a little bit more fluid.
yeah, I kind of felt like it was also.
There we go. Let's see if we can get
I
one.
feel like that was more food too. Like,
Yeah, no, that was absolutely. Now watch. Okay. Let's get one more of those.
one more?
Yeah. I actually like that one. I actually, that one actually looked pretty good. See how you kind of,
Yeah.
it's like a little flip off your wrist. Even though it's a little bit a little bit right. So I mean, it's just like a little flip off your wrist. Now really what's going to happen is, that's what your normal shot's going to look like. It's going to be nice and smooth. It's going to be like that. It's not going to be. But that's actually pretty good. And see how you got it off your hand right at the
Yeah.
bottom? Look at his last one.
Yeah, that was nice.
All right, let's get one more and you're done. One more. No. So one thing you're gonna have to, because we've moved some things around, if you're going that way, get in your regular position. Always set up in your regular position, and then, yeah, just kind of close your hips up in, and make sure you push the ball in that direction, okay? Because we've moved some things around, so some of your left-hand spare is going to be a little bit odd. Remember, don't go. Yeah. When you push it up, that's when you tend to throw it harder. If the lanes start drying up, then you can instead of pushing here, you can actually push up, because that'll increase your ball speed a little bit. Looks like he's having trouble more with the 7-pin. Oh, now everything else. Go ahead, make me a liar.
What?
Make me a liar.
Why?
I'm just kidding. Oh, you were set up like this, by the way. Set up. All right, we need one more strike, and then I'm kicking you off my lane. Then I have to run out to the truck and get a bowling ball. Oh. Blah. What, do you want him to stand out there? You only throw it good when he's standing out there?
Yeah, should I stand out there?
He was standing out there. You threw like 3 or 4 good ones in a row.
Nah, just safe.
Can't handle the pressure? Is that what it is? Did Shane mention, did you guys figure out what's the best week for you?
Yeah, looks like we're doing the 28th
Okay,
in the morning.
that's cool. You're killing us. You're absolutely killing us. What's the reset? Yeah.
Okay.
I actually think you're good. You might be getting tired.
I can try one more time.
Okay, go ahead. You've thrown almost 7 games so far.
What?
You've almost thrown 7 games. All right, come on, come on. So you're trying to throw it now. Slow down, slow down. Remember, you got to walk up there. Don't run, walk. You're not this tall anymore. You're now, right? So you don't have to run up there. Don't be in a hurry. Whoa. I'll take that.
That's good. That's
I'll take that all day.
Ugh.
That's good. If you get a little bit further out, it's going to come in. That ball just sitting in the oil. But you can see the way it was rolling now.
Yeah.
I don't know if we the way we're
he wants to leave.
You know, we're not young anymore. We're not going to stay here 3 more days. Oh.
Very far from front desk, very far from front desk.
But Brian's going to charge me double because you've been here so darn long.
See what happens when you actually walk?
Yeah.
I mean, look. I mean, I really thought that was going to be flush. Because they got out there, and I thought, boom. It was close.
Alright, this is gonna be my last shot, okay?
That's fine. He made a lot of progress today. Holy crap!
That just like.
That hit the head pin. Look.
It just went boom.
That hit the head pin. I think you're gonna in another month and a half, you're gonna see a huge improvement. What's your average now?
144.
You're probably gonna kill that. I think your spare shooting's gonna get better.
What a bummer is that bowling's ending in 2 weeks.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta practice over the summer.
We definitely got to practice.
Yeah, because last year.
That's
Wow.
why I said I'm going to get some more lessons in before Pepsi because we'll have weeks of no bowling before Pepsi, and it's like that can't happen.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm doing one more. One more. One more. Promise.
All right, one more, okay? That's okay. I'll just write it for $1,000. No problem here.
You might as well just go ahead and roll the 80. The 7 games. Ah, boo!
He got it anyway.
Yes.
Well, with a strike.
It was a strike.
Crappy strike.
No, it's a bad strike.
It's okay. It's all right. You made a lot of progress today because we completely redid everything. I mean, you probably at the beginning thought, what are we going to do? Actually, I wasn't quite sure how much we were going to get through today.
I mean, it definitely feels more smoother when I walk up.
Yeah. When you walk up, see, just remember, when you
Yeah.
walk up, the
Better use it.
yeah, they don't call it a, this isn't a run. It's
Yeah.
it's a brisk walk. That's good. Very good.
Alright.
So, Kelly,
Thank you.